guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how I make my peach fritters. They are to die for. If you've been a follower of mine for a long time, then you'll know a few years ago, in the fall, I made a recipe for apple fritters, and this is really similar to that, but I figured with fresh peaches, in season, I mean, does it get better than that? I think not. And I'm going to glaze them with a little whiskey glaze. It's the holidays. I mean, it's not. But some people may be on a holiday, and even though I'm not, it is my duty to bring you a holiday through, I don't know. Point is, live a little, okay? That's all I'm saying. The list of ingredients is short and sweet, kind of like me, but they're all the right ones. You need some cake flour, really important. It gives you a very light, delicious fritter. Baking powder, sugar, salt, a little bit of cinnamon, melted butter, milk, eggs, fresh peaches. Look how beautiful these peaches are. I peeled them, took out the pit, I chopped them to about, I don't know, a little less than a half an inch a piece, and then you're going to need some vanilla extract. Those are the ingredients for the fritter, and then I'll show you a few ingredients to make the glaze. I can't even tell you how good these are, but you will find out for yourself when you make them. I'm going to be frying them in my fryer today. You don't need a fryer. Take a pot, put some oil in it, get that heated to about 370. It's the summertime, we do a lot of outdoor cooking, and I use my fryer a lot outside to fry things up. That's why I always have it ready in the summer. That's why I'm using it today. Let's get started. I have all of my dry ingredients in this bowl, and I'm just going to give them a quick little whisk just to combine them. Now, you can use all-purpose flour if you want to, but cake flour with the baking powder gives you a really beautiful, delicious, light fritter that's just unbeatable in my opinion. So that's why I say you go with the cake flour, but hey, to each his own. Now I'm going to add all of my wets. So my eggs, my milk, my butter, and a really good splash of my homemade vanilla extract. Make sure you always shake it because the seeds tend to sort of separate and sit at the bottom. Whisk, whisk, whisk until your batter is together. That looks perfect. Your batter will be thick, but this is not a cake batter. This is a fritter. You want it to be thick, otherwise it's going to kind of just melt all over your oil. Now you're just going to fold in the peaches. You want to make sure that your peaches are obviously ripe, but you don't want them to be super soft because if they are, then you'll just have a nightmare having to peel them. And when they are just at that perfect ripe stage where they have a little give when you press on them, but they're not super soft, you can peel them really easily with just a paring knife. Otherwise, you have to blanch them, and I'm not doing that. So you just want to make sure that they are ripe, a little give, but not too much. That way you can take a sharp knife and take off all of the peel and then just chop them into about ½ inch pieces. I'm going to let my batter just sit aside for a few minutes while my fryer continues to preheat, and then we're going to make some fritters. And they're going to be so good. My oil is ready, so now I'm just going to make my fritters. I'm going to use 2 spoons because I don't want them to be perfectly round. Otherwise, I would use my small ice cream scoop. But I kind of like how these, when you use 2 spoons, come out a little bit more flat, you know? I like that. I'm into that. I'm going to do a few at a time. My oil is at about 370, which is where I want it. Not too hot, not too cold. They're going to take minutes to cook. And I will show you what they look like when they're all done. And then we make our glaze, and then we glaze, and then we eat. I'm so excited. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. Are these gorgeous or what? Last of the batch. I am telling you, you have not lived until you've had yourself some peach fritters. Cover that up. Now let's make a glaze, which is so easy and simple. It requires 3 ingredients. And if you don't want to use whiskey, make it a little powdered sugar and milk. That's it. I'm going to use powdered sugar, a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of water, and then I'm going to whisk until it's at the right consistency. Glorious. Now I made it a little bit thinner because I am going to take each one and take one side and just dunk it in there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do because it is so good. You don't even know, but I'm only going to do one side because I don't want the whiskey to be really overpowering, even though there's only a tablespoon in there, but still it's pretty strong. And then I place them on a rack like so. The batter itself is not very sweet, so if you want to skip the glaze completely, then what you can do is you can add a little bit more sugar in your batter. I only added about 2 tablespoons because I knew I'd be making a sweet glaze, but you can add about 1/3 of a cup of the sugar to the batter, and then when they come out, just sprinkle them with powdered sugar and you're good to go. But you know, sometimes once in a while it is nice to overindulge on something like this, and I'm going to keep doing my glaze, keep putting my glaze on all of them, and they are going to be phenomenal because then I'm going to try it. These look absolutely magnificent. They set after a while, so the coating kind of really holds on. The interior is like a soft pillow of peachy love, and who doesn't want a bite of that? No, but I do. I'm going to go in for this one because it's got the peaches right there. Nothing like it. The outside, it's like a slight spicy coating from the whiskey glaze. The peaches are bright, they're not overly sweet. It's just like the most perfect peach fritter on the planet, and you are going to love it, especially right now since we are in the middle of summer. There are beautiful fresh peaches all around us, so these are a must make on a weekend for a wonderful treat for you and your friends and family. Go to laureninthekitchen.com, get the written recipe. I'll save you a bite. Come on, let's see you next time.